Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into one of the most confusing parts of being human, the absolute whiplash of love. How can we fall so deeply for someone, only to have it all just fall apart? Well, we're going to unpack that exact feeling through a single, really powerful poem that charts this whole journey.
So let's just jump right in with a question that really gets to the heart of it all. Why is love so fickle? One minute you feel like you're on top of the world. The next, you're literally picking up the pieces. This is the exact puzzle we're going to try and solve today.
And this exact feeling is captured perfectly in a poem by Denis Martindale. And the title itself, whether it's this or whether it's that, kind of says it all, right? It just dives headfirst into that dizzying journey from one emotional extreme to the other.
So right from the get-go, the poem just throws us into this huge conflict. On one side, you've got the intoxicating speed of falling in love so fast, and on the other, bam, the crushing finality of falling out of love once more. It's this emotional tug-of-war that really sets the stage for everything else.
Okay, so let's trace the emotional map this poem lays out for us. And fair warning, it's a journey that goes way, way down into some deep valleys before it even thinks about climbing back up. We're starting at the absolute lowest point, heartbreak. The poem does not pull any punches when it talks about the physical feeling of heartbreak. The poet uses this word grind, which is just so evocative. It's not just sadness, it's an active, wearing down kind of pain that tags along and just won't let you go. And this isn't just some private pain you keep to yourself. This sorrow is so all-consuming that it actually starts to poison the speaker's view of everything and everyone around them. And this is where a personal heartbreak really escalates into a full-blown crisis of faith in humanity. The speaker loses trust not just in one person, but in all mankind. That's the real weight of this sorrow. It's so powerful, it literally drains the joy from the entire world.
But here's the crucial thing. This isn't where the story ends. Just when things seem their absolute bleakest, a shift starts to happen. A journey back toward hope begins to take shape.
And here it is. This is the turning point. After all that grinding sorrow, a resilient little flicker of faith emerges. It's not some loud declaration, but a quiet, powerful whisper from the heart that insists love is still possible, even if the where or when is a total mystery. So, from that tiny flicker of faith, the poem then moves from a vague kind of hope into a much more vivid, optimistic picture of what a new beginning could actually look like. I love this line because it captures such a universal act of recovery. The speaker realizes they're not alone in this, they're taking part in a ritual that's shared by all lovers. It's the conscious choice to shed that past regret to make space for a new beginning. Now, what's really fascinating here is that this poem isn't just happening in a vacuum. It's actually tapping into timeless ideas about love that we've seen for centuries in literature and in music. You know the poem's theme of falling in and out of love so fast? Well, it has a super famous parallel in Shakespeare. Just think about Romeo. One minute, he's devastated over Rosalind, and the next, he instantly and completely falls for Juliet. It's that rapid, dizzying transfer of affection. So the poem acknowledges that, yeah, this fickle, Romeo-like love exists, but when it comes to the ideal of a lasting love, it draws its inspiration from a completely different place. The timeless romance of the Nat King Cole song, When I Fall in Love.
So the poem, a lot like that classic song, suggests that true, lasting love has a condition. As this line shows, all your hopes can rise and fly, but only on the foundation of complete and total devotion, when the love is exclusive and totally unwavering.
And this isn't just some casual reference for the poet Denis Martindale, it's a deep personal connection. He didn't just hear the song, he immerses himself in it. By recording it, playing it on repeat, and singing along, he's basically soaking himself in the very feeling of idealized love that he channels into the poem. This song is the emotional blueprint for the poem's vision of hope.
Okay, so after this whole journey, through the sorrow, the rejection, the renewed faith, and the hope, where does the poem finally land? What's the ultimate conclusion here?
Well, the poem's conclusion is both surprising and kind of perfect. It suggests that once you finally find this true, ideal love, all that heavy, grinding sorrow and loss of trust, it just melts away, leaving just one single solitary problem to solve. And there it is. The ultimate dilemma isn't about heartbreak or trust anymore. It's about where to go on a honeymoon. After a journey through so much pain, the poem lands on this note of pure, uncomplicated joy about a shared future. It's beautiful. So in the end, this poem is this really powerful roadmap of resilience. It takes us all the way from heartbreak to hope, from doubt to trust. It makes the case that true love isn't just a passive feeling that happens to us, but an active choice to believe, to trust, and to try again, even after we've been hurt.
Which leaves us with one last question to think about. After everything, is true love a conscious choice that you make, or is it a feeling that just finds you?